Chopra. I'm so excited to be doing this video for you today because it's been a little while since I've filmed videos. And let's just say life has been really interesting, so I have lots of juicy content for you, specifically from my dating life. Yes, I am so excited to get vulnerable and share all of my dating woes and stories with you. Not really, but I'm honored to be able to share it with you because I've learned so many things, and I think some of the things that I've learned could really help a lot of you out there. So last year, I did a video called Being Betrayed by My Intuition, and what happened when I got married, and I felt like so betrayed by my intuition because I felt like I had been, guided and led to marry this man, and it didn't end up working out because I'm divorced now, and I was so confused as to why that all happened. I didn't understand how I could feel so pulled and also have something not work out. So I'm going to link to that below just so you can watch it if you haven't watched it yet. And I got a lot of amazing feedback on that video. So many people were talking to me about how it really helped them with things that were going on in their lives. They go back to it all the time. So recently, when this lesson reared its ugly little head in my life again, and specifically in my love life, I decided that I'm going to bear all with you and share what happened. So if some of you are still dealing with betrayal by your intuition or having it come up in your life, hopefully this is going to help you. So what happened was I was dating this guy, not for very long. We were dating kind of on and off for about a month, and I met him on like an app. And, here in New York City, I meet guys all the time. I'm constantly like meeting people, just trying to like put myself out there, see what's up. And there aren't that many guys that actually catch my attention, to be honest with you, that actually feel like this could be something. I've been single for a little bit now, and it's been hard to find somebody that I really have a connection with. So a couple of months ago, I met this man. Let's call him David. So I met this man, David. I don't think I know anybody named David, so I think that's pretty safe. And we started dating, and something happened to me the day that we met. I left our date, and I described the feeling that I had as if my cells felt joy. I couldn't believe that I was feeling that because I've never described anything in my life that way. And it just felt like, this euphoric feeling taking over me. And I was like, oh my God. And I all of a sudden got that little buzz in my belly button that I like to feel and believe is my intuition kind of waking up and telling me something and alerting me that something is happening, something is going on, and I need to pay attention. So when that happens in business, I tend to be aware of it, but pretty detached. When that happens in my love life, I am married to the person within, a few days of meeting them in my mind, because I assume my intuition is telling me something because that means that we're going to get married and we have to be together. All right, if any of you are rolling your eyes at me right now, just be aware that I am trying to be vulnerable with you and telling you the truth. This is exactly what happens for me. So I get this feeling about David, and I all of a sudden, try to keep my feet on the ground, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe he doesn't feel the same way. Maybe he, maybe I feel it, but it's not there for him. So let me chill out and just relax and see what happens, okay? So then time goes by. It's a really long story, so I'm not going to get into all the details, but basically I end up, dating him, and he ends up telling me that he thinks I could be his soulmate, and all of these really intense things that are really the kinds of things that you see in movies, that lots of women, if not you specifically, but a lot of women out there really want a man to say to them. So the combination of this buzzing in my belly and this David telling me all this stuff, it is a recipe for disaster. Let me tell you that right now in case you're wondering how this all turned out. We're not dating anymore. So the reason why I wanted to do this video was because I felt so frustrated when things didn't work out with me and this man. I felt like I had failed again. I felt like I had followed my intuition, like I had really gone for it, and I had listened to this buzzing in my belly and to the things that he was saying, and that was leading me towards feeling like this is the person, like I need to do this, I need to move forward. And what ended up happening was after things unraveled, after we ended up, stopping to date and all of that, I realized that I actually wasn't feeling like he was my person. I just was attached to this feeling and like wanting me to feel like this instant, immediate knowing when I meet someone. And I think we can get really caught up in that idea, in that ideal of wanting it to be like that, wanting it to feel like that, especially if you're someone who's in the spiritual world, who's really, connected to your intuition. We have these dreams of wanting it to feel like, oh my God, and then the seas parted, and then my tummy was buzzing, and then my intuition sang to me, and all of a sudden we were married. And I just want you to know that just because you have some of those feelings doesn't mean that that's where it's leading you. Even if you've learned this lesson once, even if you think you learned it again and again and again, it might keep coming back until you really believe it and really feel it. Another thing a friend of mine told me, which I wanted to share with you before I wrap up, is that this buzzing feeling in my tummy that I get around my intuition, that I have with my work, that I have when I meet an amazing person who's going to be my new soul sister, that I have when I do a really awesome workout and I feel super aligned with my truth, that feeling when I meet a man is a sign that I have an attraction to someone, is a sign that I am interested, is a sign that I am open to them. And my friend told me a story, it was really sweet. She was talking to me about this after everything unfolded with this man. And she said that buzzing feeling inside of me is my magic. And it's what makes me intuitive, it's what makes me sensitive, it's what makes me able to dream and explore and wonder and have a life full of possibility. But when I meet a man, it does not mean that he is my husband. It means that I feel a little magic and that I'm open to that magic being something real. And if it's not, it doesn't mean that I was wrong. So I thought it was really important to share this part 2 of Betrayed by My Intuition, because I couldn't believe that this lesson came back into my lap, and I totally didn't see it until many days after all of this unfolded. So I hope that this helped you today. If you're going through something like this, if you know somebody who feels frustrated or struggling with the same exact thing, please share this video with them, like this video, leave me a comment below. If you're struggling with this right now, I am here for you and I want to help you and support you in however way that I can, in whatever way that I can. So thank you so much for watching. It's always such an honor and a privilege to share my truth with you so that I can hopefully help you along your journey. I love you so much, and remember to love yourself first.